Next time, farm your Lightspeed bundles, Captain Nita.
Well, greetings and hello there, everybody. It's me, your beloved Star Wars dad, Nooch Too Good. And what's that you say? You just purchased a Lightspeed bundle, but you were already farming something else. So what do? Do you drop the other farm and go get the Lightspeed bundle stuff? Or do you finish the other farm and save the Lightspeed bundle for later? But then you're just wasting a Lightspeed bundle and you're spending money. And what do you do with it after that? And then you buy another Lightspeed bundle because there's more Lightspeed bundles that you need and you're buying them and you don't know what to farm next? Well, congratulations to you. Because I'm in that same situation right now. I've got 2 Lightspeed bundles sitting on my roster, and they're both out right now, and I'm farming some other stuff. So I just want to talk about my thought process and my farming, I guess my advice for what I think you should be doing and how I'm thinking through it, because every situation is a little bit different, right? Like every roster's got a little bit something different going on. So I'm going to run you through my thought process for what I'm farming right now and the Lightspeed bundles that I purchased that are kind of sitting on my roster and not really being built on right now, because there's a couple of them. So here's my roster. Right now, I am farming for Leviathan. You can see my Relic 9 Darth Revan. He needs some Zetas, but I've got him Relic 9. Working on my other Sith and other requirements for the Leviathan right now. I've got all the ships farmed as well. I've had these ships sitting here for probably 6 months just waiting for the right opportunity to go get the Leviathan, and now that I've got Sith Eternal finished and some other stuff, it's now time to get Leviathan on my roster. So that's what I'm really focused on, and if you guys have been watching me play Grand Arena, you know that the one thing that I'm really missing, I'm able to get through a lot of these people's rosters, but I get back to the fleets, Leviathan's sitting there, and I'm toast. I can't do anything with it. So that's where we are right now. I'm farming Leviathan. But with that said, I have also recently farmed a couple of Lightspeed bundles, namely the Inquisitor bundle and the Dr. Aphra bundle. And I've had the Dr. Aphra bundle since December, but I've really done nothing with these at all. I just noticed that there are Zetas on Sanastaros and stuff, but these characters are sitting here with no mods on them. I haven't really applied any Omegas, and I'm kind of looking for that right opportunity. When do I jump in? Do I go play these events right now to unlock characters? Am I just letting this money waste away on my roster? And the answer is going to be, well, yes and no. It's a really fair question, and it's a solid way of looking at it. And you guys know from experience that when I see somebody that has a Star Killer on their roster that they paid to unlock and is sitting there at like gear 9 or gear 8 or something, I'm the first to pounce on them and say, what are you doing? You've got to get your Star Killer up. Now, here's the first thing I'll mention. The first thing I want to say, Star Killer is a much easier path to go than the Inquisitors to get something great on your roster. I can get Star Killer up. He's great. It requires 1 Omicron, really, and he's doing great things. He's killing Galactic Legends, and that's great. So I got Star Killer up, I spent the money, and I got him done. And as far as Dr. Aphra, I've been told that she is a Jabba the Hutt counter, but when I look at those counter numbers on SWGOH.gg, I don't really see it being all as exciting or cracked up. Maybe it's just something when you learn how to do it, you can do it really well. So I have not unlocked either of these characters. So what am I going to do now? I bought the Inquisitor bundle yesterday. So am I going to drop everything I'm doing to go get the Inquisitors? Because guys, I'm literally sitting on a level 1 Reva on my roster. The answer is not quite yet. The answer is not quite yet. And I'm going to give you 3 basically major reasons for that. The first major reason is I've got to finish Leviathan. That's the first major reason. Leviathan is such a big priority for me, and you can look at your roster too and say, what am I doing right now? Like, is there one major farm that I'm missing from my roster? When I go play Grand Arena, when I go play Territory Battles, when I go play Territory Wars, whatever you're doing, when I'm in Fleet Arena, whenever you're doing, when you go in, is there one team or one fleet that's just missing from your roster? And if you filled it out, it would be a game changer. And for me right now, that team is not Reva Inquisitors, no matter how amazing they are. And they are amazing. It's not the Reva Inquisitors. That one team for me right now is the Leviathan. Like I mentioned early, every single roster I go up against has all of the capital ships. I'm in Kyber 2 right now. We can take a look. My next opponent is actually a regular viewer here. I'm hoping I can jump on tomorrow night and stream it. And I guarantee on their roster, and I haven't looked yet, they've got Leviathan. Every single person I face has Leviathan. So I have to go in hoping that my defense holds on the front and I can clear enough of their stuff that I don't have to worry about it. And that's what's happened twice so far this round. That's what's going on. And I'm having success doing, obviously I'm in Kyber 2, so something's going right for me. But at some point, that's going to give out, and I need to get the Leviathan on my roster. So it's a huge, huge priority for me. That's the first question you can ask yourself. The second question you can ask yourself is, do I really have the resources for this right now, right? Do I have the resources? When I look at my Inquisitors, let's jump over to that team. When I look at my Inquisitors, yeah, I could probably use Merrick in the event. I haven't tried it yet. I don't know what it looks like, and we'll give it a go. But, you know, all these characters, I've been told you could do it without their extra Zetas, but, you know, they've all got these abilities that require Zetas. There's a Zeta for Night Sister. There's a Zeta for Seventh Sister here, and on down the line. They've all got these special Zetas sitting on them that I really, and I don't know about Second Sister, except for her, you know, the TIE Interceptor, but they've all got these Zetas that, you know, I can't really go and get right now, and I'm gonna be spending a bunch of Zetas on my Sith Empire team here to get the Leviathan too. So I need 3 Omicrons and I think 2 Zetas for Reva. I'll need some Zetas for Grand Inquisitor as well, because also, hey, I didn't mention this. I got the side sitting there too. How many shards of the side do I have? 407 shards of the side. Say that fast. 407 shards of side. 407 shards of side. I missed it there. So I can activate the side. It looks so small here. Why did they make it so small? I feel like it should be bigger, regardless. So I've got the side ready to go with my Chimera too, but with all the Zetas I need, and really to make this team work in Grand Arena, you've got to get those Omicrons on Third Sister, or it's just not going to be the team you need it to be in Grand Arena. And so when I look at that, and I go back to my Leviathan farm, which again is super important to me, I've got 3 Zetas here, and yes, I am going to add as leader Zeta because he is the pilot of the Leviathan, and every Zeta increases his abilities on that ship, or the Admiral. I need a Zeta on Basilisk Sean Fallen just to make the teamwork, the Sith Empire teamwork with Darth Malak. I don't need a Zeta there. I'm not going to worry about her. I need 1 more Omicron and 2 Zetas on Darth Malgus because I'm going to farm the team. I'm going to get Darth Malgus up. He's my leader, not HK, no. After that, I think that's the Zetas I need. Darth Malak needs another Zeta. He's got 1 more Zeta to apply. So that's going to be 1 on Malak. It's going to be 2 Zetas on Malgus plus an Omicron, which I think I'm really close to, actually. Which one is it here? Deprived senses. Yeah, I'm really close to it. I'll get that one next. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to max them out for Omicrons. So that's 1 for Malak, 2 Zetas on Malgus, 1 on Basilisk Sean Fallen, and then 3 more on Darth Revan. That's 7 Zetas. That's 7 Zetas here. When I look at my Inquisitors, I'm looking at least like 4 Zetas for Reva and Great Inquisitor. I'm going to need 3 more. I'm going to need more Zetas than that. So I'm looking at like 7 Zetas for the Inquisitors too. So I have to make choices based on the resources in front of me. And when I look at that and I compare that to Dr. Aphra, she just falls into the background. You know, I know Dr. Aphra's a fun team. I know that some of you guys are telling me that you use her to counter Jabba consistently. I get it. I want to get her up and I want to test that team out and make it work for myself, but I probably am lacking the mods to do that. I'm guessing that takes some really serious mods, and I don't have mods to filter down to Dr. Aphra right now. I'm trying to keep up with my mods in general, so I'm not ready for Dr. Aphra, and it's going to be a while because when I get done with Leviathan, that's the next question. If I can't fit it in now, when will I fit this team in? Because I paid money for it and I want to get it in, so that's the next question you ask yourself. You're looking at, what are my most important priorities right now? Number 2, do I have the resources to do this? And number 3, if not now, then when? Not win, when. And let's schedule. This is where I talk about scheduling out your farming. I'm always talking about sharding ahead of time, right? Get yourself ready for that next farm. This is why when I'm ready for Leviathan, I'm just sitting on the ship shards. I've been sitting on them for months. When I'm ready for Dr. Aphra, she'll be there ready to go. So when I look at my next farms, I'm going to get Leviathan done. I think I'll have it done end of February, beginning of March. That's when we'll get Leviathan done here. I don't know when did the Leviathan events run? Let me look that up here. Leviathan event, SWGOH. What's the schedule here? It's over here. I promise you it's here. Looks like it runs. Oh, the graphic won't come up. I don't know when the Leviathan event runs. I know it's every month. My graphic's not popping up right now for whatever reason. Maybe it's bandwidth issues on SWGOH events, because it's not my bandwidth issues. Oh, no. I know you guys can't see this, right? I should bring it over and show it to you. Oh, there we go. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Let's see. So it's just spinning. It's just, maybe that's a sign. Maybe that's a sign to me. I don't know. This is the Leviathan event. Last was January 20th. I guess I just look right there. So it looks like about the 20th of the month. So I'm going to say that by March 20th, I'll have been ready for Leviathan by a couple weeks by that point. So that's good. So as soon as I get all farmed up for Leviathan, and really as soon as I get all my Zetas applied for Leviathan, and get farmed, well, I get the Zetas applied first. As soon as the Zetas are applied, then I start popping Zetas over here on this team, okay? And I start getting ready for Grand Inquisitor and etc. When I get all the farming done for Leviathan, I'm gonna get the Inquisitors done. Guys, this Reva team, it's a Galactic Legend killer. There aren't that many teams that count. Phoenix is a hard counter, and that's kind of the challenge. Like, do I put it on I don't think you put it on defense. It's just too easy for Phoenix to kill. And or maybe I just make them absorb more teams on defense. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet, but after Leviathan, then it's going to be my Inquisitors to go for Grand Inquisitor and Third Sister. And then I've got more farms planned after that. Then I'm going to finish off my Galactic Legends, because I still got to get Jedi Master Kenobi, who's not really that much difficult. I've gone over this before. I've only got like 4 characters on here. Let's see. Shakti's gear 12. Cody needs to be geared up. Cody and Shakti. Clone Sergeant needs to be geared up. And then Isla, Secure, and Bo-Katan. So I have 6 characters basically that aren't Relic right now that I'll have to Relic. The rest are just a bunch of Relic levels. It's not going to take me that long. That's like a month journey and not many. I'll need 6 Zetas for Jedi Master Kenobi, but that's maybe a month. So I think that I'll get the Leviathan done in February here. I'll have the Inquisitors done by end of March. I think by putting February, March together, I think I can get Leviathan and the Inquisitors done. Then I'm looking at April for Jedi Master Kenobi, and I'm looking at May for Lord Vader. Then I'll have all of my Galactic Legends. I'll have my gas team, which I've never had ready to go. I'll have my gas team up and running. I'll have Lord Vader then. I'm gonna be full of all sorts of stuff. Some of you think I'm already full of all sorts of stuff, but that's a different comment altogether. But I'll have added a Malgus team on defense. I'll have added a Reva Inquisitor team somewhere. I'll have added Leviathan. I'm talking about my Grand Arena right now. I will have added Jedi Master Kenobi, Lord Vader, and Gas. I'm gonna add 6 really important teams to my roster here over the next 3.5 months, almost 4 months. We'll say 4 months. Now the question for me comes in: do they release like a big capital ship in between, and I got to go get that? Because I am going to farm the next capital ship, and I am going to farm the next big Galactic Legend. I may miss some stuff in between, like maybe I slow farm the other stuff, but those things. I'm trying to cut down expenses this year, but those are expenses I'm gonna jump in on. Maybe not right off the bat, but you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna try to keep it cheap as possible. But anyway, we'll talk about that later. So over the next 4 months, that's what I'll be doing. So the Inquisitors, in a sense, in a very real sense, have interrupted my farms a little bit by getting this bundle, in that instead of going Leviathan to Jedi Master Kenobi to Lord Vader, I'm gonna go Leviathan to Inquisitors to Jedi Master Kenobi to Lord Vader. And that's all I got to say. Those are your considerations. The consideration was what's most important to me right now? What are my major priorities for the game modes I'm working on? Where are the holes I can clearly see right now? And does this Lightspeed bundle go into those holes? Number 2, if not now, when? Let's plan out your future farms and see what's going on. And that's actually number 3, but we'll call number 2 or 3, whatever. Do I have the resources? When are those resources going to open up and be available for me to do this farm? So that's how I'm looking at this farm for the Inquisitors right now, and that's my thought process. Hopefully this helps you think through whether you should be getting your Lightspeed bundles farm now or get those characters done later while you finish up certain farms that you got going at the moment. That's all we got. I hope you have a great day. I will talk to you soon, and of course, always remember, Nooch too good.